4K camera. Like his face was so detailed that
Oh
like, it
no!
was really upsetting to
Don't
see
they
that. Like,
stream with like a? Because I know like the big streamers, right? They stream with an actual camera, and they just connect it up. So it's like it's not
yeah,
even
oh yeah,
a.
yeah.
It's like an actual like camera you take photos with. And then
Digital
they connect.
SLR, right? Yeah,
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 DSLR. Yeah, literally, and then they connect it up, and then
yeah.
yeah. No, thank you. I'm gonna stick to my 2K
Yeah, to
fuzzy
my
wuzzy
720p.
480p. Like, just like it's just a blur. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's the new skin routine. Oh.
Is my image flipped in the stream? What is that flip?
No,
Like, it's not flipped in Discord, right?
no. It looks the back of your thing, the back of the image is flipped. Yeah, in Discord and in that.
Really?
Yeah.
So why is he lying to me? Discord.
Why are you lying for?
Look, like if I share a screen on my Discord. Oh, it's wrong channel. Show you like, is it like that? What the hell is going on there?
Oh, it's lying to you, Dada.
It's
Big lies.
lying to me.
It's lying to you. You have to inverse the inverse. Inception that thing.
Is there a way to fix it?
Oh, this is gonna make it do some shit stuff. I already know it. Oh, what the
To do
fuck?
that?
It's just that animation. It's shit though. I don't like it. It doesn't rotate though. It like slides the hand out. Like what the fuck? Whoa. Hold up. It's the upper arm that's rotating like a fucking madman. Yeah, okay. You came and you gave me real. You know the deal. Need. That's why. In the beginning. Don't let me fall. Don't need the pleasure. Ooh, that's better. Okay, I can get behind that. You need reminding you. That looks pretty good. Okay. It's doing the sus stuff. We knew me.
You know, I think OBS is flipping the image.
It is, you know.
I think he detects is a front webcam and it just flips it.
How come it's doing Discord as well?
Oh, on your Discord is flipped.
Yeah.
Ah, then Discord is doing that. Just silly.
But I think it's because all OBS all is doing is screen capture, right? So it's whatever thing he
Oh
sees.
yeah, sure, yeah. Ah, I see. Ah, no, I thought it was like a source. What the hell?
Oh, I can get behind this a little bit. This actually looks pretty good. Nice. That looks alright. Nice. Keep going. Oh, what the fuck did the elbow just do? The elbow just inverted itself. Mother trucker, dude. Alright, let's get this right. You, my friend, it's not about you can't rotate. You just can only rotate like a normal fucking thing. Shine. Know you're my diamond. You need reminding. All of the times when you only your line. Next year, I know fucking they'll ban me for singing. What you gonna do? Oh, wrong bone. You came and you made me feel. You know, starting to feel just what you feel. You know you're my diamond. You need reminding. All the time. Don't need your line. Oh, listen, trying to find. I think it can rotate 100 or 90 and minus 35. We knew. What's up, Noma? Maybe, Sarah. I don't even know. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. No, you're my diamond. You need reminding. Oh, it just goes so stiff. Mother trucker, dude. It just looks like a fucking idiot. He looks so stupid. Looks shit. Ah, that. Gosh. No, you're my darling. Who needs a love? You companion. It's just like, why is he running like this? Like a freaking. Stop it, guys. You guys will say anything just to get 0-10 now. Honestly. It's because it can't rotate in the other axis. It's not necessarily this. So let's go -40, right? Let's take it back. Let's limit this. You know. I'm in a good mood today. Listen to some scissor. I do that 3-4 times. I got it. You're pretty sure that's a broken arm. Is it actually? Oh, I see. Maybe that's what's fucking up. Back up to my place. You had your girl. Smash and grab it, yeah. Wait, so if I lock this and I free these two, right, is it gonna behave weird nicely? Can I snooze and miss the moment? Nice black gentleman. I don't like the French guy. Yeah, it does do that. So the x-axis is the devil axis.
You don't like me no more. It's very disappointing.
I don't like him either, to be honest. Very weird guy.
Yeah, very negative energy.
I ain't waiting for me if you don't think one thing. Just wanna be there everything.
Every time I get
I ain't fronting on me.
optimized build, it's not good. Plus,
Let's go.
super sus.
Stevie R. Do you think he still watches? I miss him. It's not the same without him. I miss the guy. It's just not the same. Oh yeah, nice. That fixed the issue. Just gotta limit the thing a little bit. You know, I don't mind the hand shifting slightly if it means that. See, you know how there adjust it, pull the hand out a bit. I don't mind it doing that if it means that it preserves the pose, like, because that's what it's happening, right? Like The IK's like, motherfucker, you can't reach that shit. You gotta preserve the pose. I mean, those look pretty good. That looks pretty good. This is the one I want to know. Yeah, I don't mind that. Pulls it out slightly, but helps keep it. It's just so. Yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to fix. I didn't like the whole thing. It was floating in air, but now it doesn't do that anymore. Why is it? Now it does a little glitch thing. It's hella annoying, man. No, 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 Connor. IK is just for the character. The story guys, is just that's just to case of changing the mesh. It just has a little shake, little shaky thing. You know what I mean? Oh, word. It's just bare annoying, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just yeah. I don't like that swoop because the bone. Thing is, it's not wrong in essence because yeah, that is just. It's because it's really doing a different pose. So like, see that one looks alright because the animation actually has the character going like that. So like, if you see the ones where it looks crap, right, is the one where the animation is when the character goes like that, but the ones where it looks okay is if it has that character actually going like that because it has the flick of the elbows in it. Whereas these ones don't have that motion. So because they don't have that motion, when the IK does that motion, it looks stupid. Like I just did doing that. Um, it's like those, fine. Now I do. Now I do it here. Terrible. Well, it kind of will be because it depends on your angle of entry, your speed, what phase it picks. There's a load of different. It's like not super deterministic, which is kind of the point, right? It should all be a little bit different based on how you approach. Because the problem with like other systems is that everything is the same every time, right? It goes to the specific point at the specific time and does this. Whereas this one is more like, well, depending on your speed of entry, depending on what foot you're stepping on, what point in the entry are you, like what point in your step are you? It's gonna pick that and like, because then you don't feel like you're just playing an animation. It feels like your character is literally just adjusting itself based on, well, I'm in my right stride, let me take one more step and then jump up, basically. Or I'm in my left stride, let me take a right stride, left stride, jump. That kind of vibe. Um, this is shit. If I free this, I also have a feeling there's some sus.
What?
Ah,
Why did it package so quickly? Highly sus.
highly sus. Highly
Highly
sus.
sus. I packaged the game in about a minute.
Very sus.
Incredibly sus. Oh, do we have to do IK for every store? Yeah, no, we had animation and mocap session for every store, yes. Oh, did you answer that question? Sorry, I
Yeah, I
didn't.
did. Yeah.
I forget. I was just lost in my packaging. So there is thing that is really bothering me. Optimized motion matching doesn't work on packaging, and it's weird. I mean, worst thing is that we have non-optimized motion matching. I mean, it's just the performance hit, not the quality hit, but still quite annoying.
I think we're just trying to do too much. Might just add more of a height filter. Let me debug something. Game and you gave me feel. Need them yourself, you know the deal. You came and you made me feel.
Oh, we still got the menu. Dang. Oh well.
It will kill a budget. Is that causing an issue?
No, it's just like it's just the wrong font, but
Yeah,
there
I
I
said
think
kill that.
it's
It just did.
to be honest, like when it starts with the store whistle and the hits logo and then the menu, it looks super cool. Maybe
You're talking
we
about the
should just
actual
build level
packaging.
once,
You're
right?
talking about the actual package build. Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, the package bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah, because so you it has the hits logo because I did that in Premiere. I just made a random one.
yeah.
We knew.
Yeah, why? I mean, packaging is working and everything, but no, actually, it's not. What the hell is this build? It didn't build anything. He's lying to me.
You're lying.
Absolutely lying
Why you
in my
lying
face.
for?
Bro, bro, what the hell?
You're shining, diamond. You need reminding. Hey, Delix, yeah, going good. Yeah, we cracking away.
What? Ah, this is BS. Like, it says package complete, but there are errors in the build, and it has got a green tick.
Unreal.
Okay, so this is highly, highly annoying.
What you gonna do? When they sound a bit wild, a bit rogue. You touch angle, you touch angle. Shite. Right, if I do this. I think we're scaling too much. Right thing. Lordy, Lord, 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 Lord. Oof, my shoulder. I knew that was going to happen as well. I didn't pick any. We don't have the coverage. We don't have the coverage. Scheiße. Scheiße, Scheiße, Scheiße. Hit. No, it's just like me finding anything. What the fuck? No, it's not. This is C++, right? It's not. It's just I'm just doing a live code compile. I'm not like rebuilding or anything, but like, yeah, I can't. Like, I actually have to tell it to like compile it, right? I can't be like when I press play compile. You can make these like console variables, right? So you can change this in the console at runtime. I mean, I can change that around, but it's just an effort. Yeah, you know what? I don't like the upper arm just going crazy. Let's actually, I want to leave that free. I don't want to do that. Alright, so if we say 150 minus 35. And you see the pleasure. Diamond, you need reminding. Um, let's go 50 and minus 50.
Oh. Hello?
Trouble is here. Here comes trouble.
Trouble has arrived.
CT, hello.
Trouble is my name. What's up, dude? I'm gonna check in that the beam of light fix and the missing floor now.
How is it possible that there was a missing floor?
How is
Yeah.
it? How it must have been there
After
for so
all
long,
these years.
and none of us noticed. I mean, it says good things about the map because it means there's so many things to explore and play that you could easily miss something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah, right?
No, yeah.
Right?
Oh. Eh?
Ah.
Eh?
Oh, don't. I'm so sleep deprived.
Tell me about that. Right. The bid comes at nearly 1 gig, which is a lot smaller than before. It's pretty good.
It's not bad, you know.
No, but how many are we developing the game? The team is big, but only 3
We
of
are
us are
legion.
working.
We are legion.
Really.
You imagine those people working real jobs that pay real money.
Yeah, silly. That's so 80s, right?
So
You got,
80s.
like you work and you get paid.
You
Come on.
grow up. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Bro, what you got? Bills to pay? What's wrong with you?
Bills? Taxes? Ugh. What are those? Ugh.
Don't. Yeah, I've nearly paid off my student loans. I got like 500 quid left on it.
I lie.
Yeah.
How much were your student loans? How much you tally up?
5 grand.
Your student loans were $5,000.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
I didn't go to uni, I went to college. So it was 2.5 grand.
Oh, I
each year.
see. Yeah, I've got 50 grand sitting in there.
Yeah. You're never paying off.
Buy the games.
A mate of mine got a law degree. So he's got like 78, 80 grand or something like that. It's obscene.
Ridiculous. Disgusting.
What? You got 78 grand doing what?
Yeah.
Legal, not legal fees. Student
Whoa.
loans.
What's he in prison for?
Yeah, no, student loans. Because he done law, so he was in it for ages. It's a long ass degree, course, whatever.
To be fair though, it's like it's one of the easier loans, right? You're not gonna. It's one. It's like it's almost a nice loan.
Yeah,
It's like
you don't really.
you don't really pay much. Like I think like once you earn like above, if you're earning like 35k, you're paying like £60 a month or something, like that, which is like really fuck all, really.
Yeah, and I think anything you haven't paid after
30 years, it
40
gets
years
written
old?
off. 30.
30 years.
Yeah, it just gets written off.
Mm.
Which is like for most people, like if I say even if I had all the money in the world enough to pay it back, I would just be like, nah, I'm alright. I'll just keep paying it off. Do you mean? Because it's a debt that goes away. So it's like, yeah, fair. I'll just pay the tiny amount, right? I'll pay 50. I'll just say my salary is like 30k. Pay like 50 quid a month. Be like whatever, and then like end up paying like 10 grand of it or some shit.
How does it get? How does it like? Does it like being written off by the government? They say, yeah, whatever. We don't really need the money.
Yeah,
That's silly, right? Everyone would do that, right?
That's because I
Everyone
remember
does
someone
it.
told me, it's like, oh, they just paid it off fully when they could. I was like, why would you do that? I was like, what do you mean? It's like it's probably one of the cheaper loans you'll get, and like with interest, it's just gonna keep going up, right? So it's like you're just I guess I get with the interest bit, you're like you're not gonna pay, but I'd take the £50 a month hit for or like £60 to £100 a month or whatever.
It's such a weird thing as well, because the only reason you'd ever want to pay it all off, like in one go or something, is for the credit rating boost of paying off a loan that big. But if you can afford to pay it off, you kind of don't care about your credit score at that point.
That's what I mean. Like, if you got 70 bag just sitting around, like you probably have a decent credit score. And
But credit is different, right? Yeah, actually, the credit score is different. I was always screwed up with that. Like the credit is a very evil system, right? The credit score doesn't really care how rich you are.
Yeah.
It only cares how much you repay of what you borrow. Like,
yeah, if you
he
can buy
can be
everything in
Elon
cash, you don't
Musk,
need
have
credit.
a credit score like absolute shit, which is probably what he has. He probably has a very shit credit score because he has like
he just borrows a ton, innit? He just has a shit ton of debt. I need 44 billion. Why? I just want to buy this thing real quick. It's just an app.
If he repays like every month is all up to date, he has the most amazing credit score ever, right? But if he borrows 44 billion and he misses payments and stuff like that, that is where your credit score starts to go down. When it's very weird, right? I run a business at a profit in my early days, and we had very good profits, right? And my credit score was absolute shit because I didn't have any debt, right? Then when the business started to go bad,
too successful.
Yeah, like
credit score sucked.
It sucks. Like when the business started to go bad, you needed to borrow money, right, in order to get to get going. And my credit score was 999. Like it was like basically top, and I was in a really shit position, right? And now
I can't feed my family, but my credit score is great.
Now I'm even worse because I go like the business doesn't generate any profit, and my credit score is shit because you can't afford to repay the thing. So it's like now I'm in the worst position possible, right? Credit score shit, and you go no money. So
What's
yeah,
being worked on?
buy the
Dado's
game.
credit score. Buy the game, please, for the sake of my credit score. Yeah, but wouldn't it, like, the thing is, so instead of paying it off, wouldn't like continuing to just pay it off for £50 a month be good for your credit score?
Yeah, yes, I think that is gonna be better than repaying it off because
yeah, 'cause that's-
once you, yeah, once you don't have like once somebody doesn't give you credit, like, so the credit score is how much are you, like, how much do you repay your debt that somebody gives you credit, right? And if you don't have any of that, like for example, I had like £50, 50 points of the credit score because I didn't have a mobile contract. This is like, that is £5 a month or whatever, right? It's silly, right? But like you need to keep accumulating like credit if you want to have a nice
Good
credit
credit
score.
score.
Once you paid off and you don't have any more credit, then your credit score, I mean, it doesn't go negative, of course, but you cannot improve it, right?
Improve it, yeah.
The only way
Oh,
to
mate, I want
improve
the
it is
best
to-
negative credit score there is. I want like negative 900s.
I
Do not
probably
give
have
this
a
guy any
negative
money.
credit score now. I probably, or maybe it goes zero. I don't know what is the minimum, but
Turns into like a bounty.
He owes us so much money. Don't worry, guys. I got an IOU on that. I promise. Hey, take my word for it, guys. I'm a trustworthy guy.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. We said I'll be paid off. I was like, well, even if I had the money, I would just do it, and then I have that. Like, you're paying it off 50-50-50, whatever. It's like a cheap loan to be. At least I'm paying it off, right? Like, and I'm continuously paying it off, and it's nice. Rather than just spunking 60. And also, that's 60K. Like, if you gave me, like, if you just use that 60K and invested it somewhere else, you probably, you know what I mean, like, quadruple that compared to just buy 60K.
Yeah, unless you invest in crypto too, and then
What do you mean? That's what I've put all my paychecks into. You've not done that? You're missing out. It's a bull market. It's a bull market. What I don't even. I always hear that whenever like crypto or like finance. It's like it's a bear market. It's a unicorn market. I'm just like, yep, that makes sense. The market is bullish. What the fuck does that
Just
mean?
throwing random buzzwords.
Just random animals. Like, yep, that's a stag right there. Staggy market today.
I want a wallaby market.
I mean, a bear is always more powerful than a bull, so I don't know why they got it the other way around. I think.
I don't know. I reckon a bull would mess a bear up, you know.
Are you mad?
Really? I mean,
No, cat.
the
Bears
bear is the
don't
most
get the ratings they
heavy as
deserve.
hell.
On God.
incredible animal.
I don't know. A bull's head is like a brick wall. It's like concrete.
Nah, bear go tear that shit up, man. Bears don't mess around. Still,
Chat.
did Dado do
chat,
something
check
for
this
the
out.
purchase of the mocap suit?
Bull
Yeah, Dado
versus
scammed
bear.
the federal government. The federal, the British government.
No, you got them both. It was an expensive mocap suit.
It was very expensive.
And the freaking license. Like,
Yeah, chat.
nice.
Answer that question. Like, yeah, chat. Who's winning the fight, a bear or a bull? I'm saying bear, bro. The bear would tear that thing up. Do you know? No chance. Thank you. Bears are
Bears
nasty.
are nasty, but bulls are tough as hell.
Nah, bear.
Bear's gonna bear gonna eat that for lunch. It's gonna chop it up, scratch it up. First, it's gonna grab its head top, flip that thing, and then nah, I'm not messing
It's
around.
gonna flip it. It's gonna pile drive that
It's
thing.
gonna pile that motherfucker. Free you. Will you be any better? Yeah, bear 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Come on. An adult bear weighs 135 to 390 kilos. An adult bull weighs a ton to 2 tons.
Yeah, but it's not as
Them is-
agile as the bear.
That's what I
You know,
mean.
the bull is just like 4 legs, and it's just like
Nah, actually, the
moves
fact you think a
fast.
bull's winning is cat. That's pure crazy.
I really
Look at
don't
the
know,
movement. The
man.
bull has only got its head to attack with. That's it. That's all it's got. The bear has its mouth, its hands, its feet. It can. Nah, get out of here, man. There's no way. If you just look, if this was Deadly 60, right? You know what Deadly 60 is, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, so anyone with a childhood. If this was Deadly 60, right, the guy'd be saying the bear is the ultimate predator. The bull, decent, he tries, but he's not a bear.
Let's see
It's
if
like
I
a
can
less agile bear.
Oh, son of a bitch. Historically, certain people have staged fights between grizzly bears and bulls. The bears have almost always won due to better dexterity and the fact that the bull isn't able to hit vital organs at the height of its head during a charge.
There we go.
Son of a bitch.
Nah, bull ain't having no chance. The bull's getting whipped.
What? They reckon that a grizzly bear could beat a silverback as well.
100, bruv. When I say bears, I'll tell you this now. Bears don't get the fear they deserve.
Oh, that silverback, buddy.
They're strong, but bears can run up to like something like crazy. Can you check how fast a bear can run? I'm certain there's some bears that can run like 40 or 50 miles per hour or some shit. They're different. They're a different story. built
So
differently.
a brown bear can hit 56 kilometers an hour.
That's the one.
So
That's just ridiculous. You ain't outrunning that.
35, 40, something like that.
35.
Oh.
That's the one. It's 35. Yeah, you ain't outrunning that. You're just not. It's just, and the silverback, it can escape the silverback for sure. The silverback can't escape it. It gonna kill that motherfucker.
Have you seen that? Oh, hang on, what's going on in the chat? The claws can tear the bull to shreds. All right, yes, we know. We're past the bull. We're on to bears versus silverbacks now. Keep up.
Bear versus silverback.
We just start hitting great animals against each other. Also, Dado, you know that your STORROR Parkour Pro background is flipped, don't you?
Yeah, that he said it earlier.
I know. I'm very sad about that.
Anyway, I'm going to do the very important play test of setting times on the time trials.
Oh, guys, can you check that the menu is not appearing anymore?
Oh, we want that disconnected, don't we? I shall disconnect that in a sec.
Let me disconnect the squeezes now as well.
Oh, no, right, stamina. Dickhead. Friend it. God, such a that from my head's gonna explode. Where's the menu?
Oh, why the menu still there?
What traces do I use? I use the left wall, right wall, left ground,
Oh,
right ground.
what the hell is
I
this?
use all of them. God damn it. God damn it, motherfucker.
God, the bull can just sit on there. Wait, what's a Kodiak bear? There's a Kodiak bear. Is that the camera? Oh, it's a type of brown bear. Oh, it's like an Alaskan brown bear. They have 20 to 25 years? That's such a long time for an animal.
Oh my goodness. No wonder it wasn't working. Oh my. Oh, I know why the squeeze wasn't working.
Go on.
I'm doing a trace, but I used the same freaking hit result. So the first one's completely redundant. It's just so dumb. Oh mate, that's so stupid. Yeah, so these checks here are just useless. Oh, for fuck. Okay, well, I'm killing them off anyway. I'll improve that. I'll improve that in a week.
I've disconnected the menu now, by the way. I'll check that in a sec.
Okay, so the build is working. Go build. Apparently, it starts from the wrong level, but why on earth the idol is not in the final build? Really pisses me off.
Is it still not in there?
And
Is it still not in there?
yeah, really, really annoying. What? I mean, what's going on? And why only the idol is not?
Do you know what I'm finding that though? I only have an
Really?
IK problem when the scale is beyond like 1.2 or whatever, or like 1.15. Like if the scale up isn't too bad, then the IK problems don't really happen. With the one I have now is actually pretty decent. Yeah, then I don't really get much problems. It's literally when that scale is just a little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you break the pose completely,
pose,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Walking
why
in
on
the
earth
air.
you don't have an idol? I mean, that is the only thing not working for the build, and it's quite disappointing to see.
Scenic as hell. We're walking in the air. Alright, this looks better. Nice. Okay, it doesn't look super reachy the first time. That's alright. That's alright. I can work with that. That one doesn't look too shite. Looks a bit meh, but not terrible, terrible. Can work with that. I can work with that. That one I can deal with. Alright. Bit sus a little bit, but definitely seen worse. Left shoulder's going a bit mad, but win some, you lose some. That's pretty nice. That's
Right,
pretty good.
what the heck is going on?
That's perfect. Fantastic. Just beautiful. Seen better. Don't mind if I do. Alright. You should know, ma. Hopefully, be able to, because there's pretty low like actual requirements in terms of, like it's a lot smaller. I think it's that it says just under a gig. And the level hopefully shouldn't have too bad requirements. I'm gonna jump in now. Oh, save selected, yes please. Man, I need some food. I'm hungry.
Which resolution the game starts with? Like, does it matches the monitor resolution?
Oh, it's such a nightmare. We need to sort that out. I think I did some settings in, where is that in? Just in project settings, because I was trying to fix that at one point. I don't know why I just left it. I didn't actually get around to fixing it. Let me have a look here. So it's in packaging. I'm pretty sure. It's not in packaging. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you can. There's like functionality to detect the monitor's resolution and set it to that. So you could just have that run on like begin play or.
I'm certain there's a setting like in the packaging to be like, because I remember having a look and I remember seeing it and I was like, what? It was on like display or some shit. Resolution. Here we go. As the editor viewport. Oh, that might be editor stuff though, actually. Yeah, that might be editor code. It's so stupid to me. I didn't even think of that. What kind of fucking dummy does that? It's the same thing. It's just overriding it. So now that makes sense as to why there was some sus.
I just don't get that. Why would you
Oh,
ever
you know
do
what?
that?
That wasn't even causing an issue. This is redundant. Because because it does its own. It uses. Ugh. Yeah, it's always worthy investment. Don't hide, give you. I don't think I need this. Watch everything break. What else do I not need?
Oh, David, can you remove those red lines, like the traces?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know if
so that's what I was
you've
literally
already
about to do.
done.
That's literally that's why I came into here. Thank you for reminding me. I know where they're coming from as well. Stupid me.
So if we don't
Yeah.
have a player start in the package game, where does the game start from? Zero zero zero.
Yeah, I would guess so. Which is underground.
Yeah, we got to add a player start,
Il
right?
problema, grosso problema.
Yeah, we should definitely add a player start, no?
Yeah. But really, can we have a solution for this stupid player start thing? It really pisses me off. Right?
What, for not
solution do you
having
have in
one?
mind?
No, like I want to have a player start that is for the shipping game and the player start for debugging the stuff, right? Because we can move every time we move the player start, then like if we package that, you know, the player start is wherever random places guns left last, right?
Excuse me. Actually,
Can
that's
we
fair.
have like can we tag a player start as the real player start?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. For
'Cause
now,
you
I think best bet is just
you
put one
can
in.
you can add a tag, like it's got it built into the details panel for a start that you can add a tag. So I guess you just tell the game logic to use the player start with that tag and ignore the other one. Ignore anything else.
Okay, but where do you do that? In the level blueprint?
You must be able to. Let me have a look here.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where's the fucking player start? Let's see.
Wouldn't it be better to do it in the game mode though, rather than the level?
No, that is what I'm asking. What is the code would be in the...
Oh, you know, so the tag means is you can have multiple different player starts, right? And you can start
Yeah.
in different places. So then if we actually say, yeah, we have like build or whatever, or like main, and that's where the player will start when you pack it. I see what you mean. Look at that.
Yeah,
sound
and then
like-
anything that's untapped gets ignored
Hmm.
for the main game mode. So,
sir.
but it would. Oh no, because then it would get ignored when you press play in the editor as well.
Yeah, if it's... I think, like, we want to have a player start, like, only if it's a shipping build, right? So we need to do, if shipping build, then use this player start. If development or debug, do whatever you want, right? Can we do that in Blueprint? Do we have a notion of, is this a shipped game or not in Blueprint?
Probably. I don't know off the top of my head, but probably. Don't ask me
I
where I'm
guess it's
getting that
whether or not
probably
it's
from, but-
standalone. Oh, then I don't know. Let's open level blueprint, see what happens.
No, I'm gonna just put a random player start here and see what. Right, package. Where's the package name? Windows package.
I don't know.
Alright.
I can't be asked. All right, let's climb around.
You know that, David, your text description for the stream, you know, like music, lo-fi goal on YouTube, I killed
Yeah.
that on my stream because that's complete BS. Like, doesn't help at all.
Does it not? It's just still.
Yeah, just they really don't care. I think it's all algorithms there that like they have a
Line
you
up.
know a very powerful sound processing there.
Yeah, they really do. Jesus. To catch
Yeah.
you sing a song, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. You know
Who
when
the fuck
we
said
were
you could
playing,
sing?
yeah, you know that we were playing the Balmer video when he say, "I love this company."
You didn't get
And you
done
know
for
that
that,
in
did
the
you?
song that gets played for 3 seconds, and that was tagged as copyright claim because for the 3 second of the Steve Ballmer video, it's just ridiculous.
a bit of a joke, to be honest. Why do I have my random leg going crazy?
Oh, in fact, it's Steve Ballmer time. David, can you Steve Ballmerize the stream?
I don't know who Steve
Ballmer.
Ballmer is.
Oh, you were in the streams when. So,
Dude, Steve
Gant,
Ballmer is just a random person's name to me.
really? Oh, you're missing on Steve Ballmer.
He is an absolute psychopath. Basically, it's some old 90s tech conference for Microsoft, and it's just this coked up developer going nuts on screen, on stage, sorry.
Steve Ballmer.
That was a heavy sentence after that.
Yeah, I just have no clue who it was. Stevie, Big Steve.
Is Stevie R in disguise?
My
You
best
know,
mate.
he was he's one of the founders of Microsoft, and he was the CEO after Bill Gates left.
Damn. No, see, that's what we need, just like precisions and shit. Big Steve, eh? Oh,
Big Steve.
found a
Yeah, he's
couple
actually
things.
big. Yeah, he's actually quite a big guy. Yeah.
Big Stevie. Big Steven.
Oh, do we still have the flickery thingy there?
Oh, almost fell into the abyss. What the fuck?
Oh, where was that? Because that means I've missed separating a wall from the floor somewhere.
I'm not.
the
Is it? I think no. I think it's the fix. You fix it. It was the floor. It was the floor that was not a floor.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I've already saw that one.
Oh, techie with it. Please climb. No. No, don't reset me. You. Oh. You
Well,
actually
I
can't.
got
You actually
another
get around
fix.
pretty nicely, to be fair. Ooh, that was techie with it.
Not great for now, but that will do.
Oh no. Hey Cromlech, are you using an off-the-shelf motion matching plugin or you develop your own? Well, we used this one from this guy made on that Dado got, but we had to make a lot of changes for our own stuff. It was good for like a bass, but a lot of the stuff didn't work for what we wanted to do. So I'm pretty sure Dado has mangled it to know tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we got the initial motion matching prototype was done with Ken Clancy a motion matching library. It's very, very, very good. I mean, I cannot praise it high enough. He just wrote something that works, and we need to customize it and make it like 20 million changes to make it room. But if you're prototyping anything, that is the way to go. It's 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 a paid thing. I think it's £250, but it really costs you a lot more hiring a programmer to do that, or you to learn that thing, like exponentially more. So shout out to Ken Clarkson. He's just made an amazing job.
Pick up Ken.
Big up Kenny.
I've also asked him if he wanted to be part of the project when we have money, and he said yes. So possibly we will have one of the best in the world. Happiness. So sweet.
Animation system next level.
I said possibly, but I'm pretty sure we can convince him.
Take all of my stolen tax money. I'm getting some weird behavior when I'm on stairs. I think the trace is picking up something. I might have to have a look at that.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I'm playing with the build, guys. It just feels very good.
What the hell was that?
You know, there was a girl from Friends that used to laugh like this.
Janice.
You haven't made any changes on the hood. Yeah. As a base, it's pretty good.
Oh, great! Oh, great stuff from the studio. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm glad you're supporting Ken. It's yeah, great. Yeah, it's very good.
These little beams of thing in the sky. Something sus is going on up here. I don't know what it
What's
is,
that, sorry?
but it's sus.
Beams of what?
No, there's something. It's even when the scale is 1. What the fuck? Is it that jump? Oh, you motherfucker climbed. No! There's a jump that's very highly suspicious. Or maybe I'm just being suspiciously.
Maybe you're just suspiciously high.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird, right?
Are you seeing my screen?
I was watching part of the stream, and it should never ragdoll while you're jumping on the same level. So that is weird. It was really something sus in there.
I'm getting a lot of
Yeah,
snapping
we had
between. Yeah.
yeah, we had huge problems with that, and I don't know how much comprehensive is your, but and we still have problem with that. I'm still tweaking stuff, right? I don't know how much how big is your motion capture data, but yeah, you need. It's a very strange balance, right? Of course, like the more coverage you have, the better. That's like undeniable truth. But sometimes if you have too much coverage that is very similar, like if you have like 2 hours of walking straight, that is way too much. The motion matching will do more harm than good, because if we just try to match something that is extremely similar, and it would just like glitch from here to there, because it's just way too redundant. So like I think the trick is to get a very big coverage test, but not silly redundancy. I think silly redundancy is a big problem in motion matching, and yeah, but we still have that issue anyway. So
Oh. It's actually quite nice to play, you know. I'm not having many problems. You can get a good. Oh, that animation is sus. Might deactivate that reverse fault.
Oh yeah, Gans, if you can get like a good like, I think we should get like, we should play every single vault and see, you know, if the 100k are good, if they landing and take off curves are okay and stuff like that. Because yeah, for the most part they will be okay, but
What?
That's
Buffer.
fair.
Okay. That's an issue. Why is it? I swear I changed that. Man, it just don't. It don't motherfucking reverse fault. Do the vault that I want you to do, please.
Oh, you can't really vault on those walls under that bridge.
No, just in general. I'm just running around. It's not as. It's just not fucking vault. It's wall popping. Motherfucker, vault for me. Let me go in here. These stairs underneath the bridge are causing me some issues.
yeah, I saw that one. Those one that were a bit tricky. Yeah, Cromlech Studio. Like, once you start having your your own mock-up locomotion dataset, you will really see where the real pain starts. The real pain starts into tagging, and tagging and like cutting all the stuff that you don't need, and it's a very laborious process. It's it takes some time. Just unfortunately, motion matching is not something that you just plug it in, it works. It needs a lot of tweaking, and also it's very dependent on. It's very susceptible to the data set that you have. Like, for example, we have 2 or 3 different locomotion sessions that we did with the guys, and like this, the good settings for one locomotion session were completely broken from another locomotion session that we did. So it's very, very, like, you need to tweak a lot in order to get something that could be considered production ready. And this is why we customize it so much. Like, we got the general idea, and we just basically rewrote it in in a way, because you always get to a point where, like, even a real doesn't really do what you want to do, and you need it. So you always get a point in a project where that you say, well, shit, I need to do myself. Okay. But depends by the project, of course, but our is very animation dependent, so yeah, we have no other choices.
What project are you working on anyway, Cromlech?
Sorry?
Oh, I was jumping in and being nosy and asking about Cromlech's projects, asking what they're doing. What they're well.
VR support. VR support. I think it's well possible. You know, there is nothing that will stop us, even building it right now. Right? It's really nothing intrinsically wrong. It's more about
If we
the
can do it right
experience.
or
How
not.
is the experience in VR? And of course, like, I mean, yeah, there is something that, yeah, like a third person VR is pretty weird for most. So I think like VR, you would probably want to play first person, right? So needs a little bit of thinking about it.
I don't know. There's something about like although like having the first person option is nice. I just think it's just cool, that much cooler in third. Because I feel like in first it just goes back to Mirror's Edge, right? And then, or like dying, like there's so
Yeah,
many
very,
first person parkour games, like there's just a million, right? And
yeah,
to separate yourself from that market, you have to really do something crazy. But like
yeah.
there's just no third part, like free, like where you can really control what you do in third. Like that is really the new experience, right? So I'd rather like a sick
Yeah.
third person only experience than like a good third person only experience and then like a bang average first person one. But I guess if you can get the first person to be really nice as well, then why not? I guess. But
I think no, we didn't scrap the POV, and I think like that still makes sense for.
yeah,
Uh, I think like it can be contextual. Like if you if you're doing like I don't know, a roof gap mission, and like the first person will give you a nice sort of like fear factors or some sort. I think that is where you tune in, and like, and the POV makes a lot of sense. That is cool, but um, I would imagine that for the most part, you will have a lot more enjoyment playing the game in the third person, and then from time to time, just switch to first person because you just want to be cool and take a little bit of a break. But yeah, I don't think as a sort of like a main locomotion mode. But definitely, I think like having it will add that little bit of, well, you know what? I just want to do this roof gap in first person. I think like changing stuff from time to time is good. Not to give you the same repetitiveness things like.
yeah.
Um,
I like the idea of it as like a GoPro mode, right? Like you get the whole sense of it being like a GoPro camera, because then it like really makes sense, right? Um, but like just running around in general in first person, I just don't think it's as cool. Like it just doesn't look as, I don't know. Like I don't think exploring this world in first, because then there's something about seeing your guy in the world that just makes it 10 times cooler, in my opinion at least. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a third person nose.
yeah.
I know, right? It looks
No,
like
I
it's somewhat
think
working.
no, I think like if you like if it's like if first person is it's almost like a challenge mode, right? Just like, oh yeah, I just this roof gap mission is just like, yeah, okay, just go and do it. I don't know, like I think that makes a lot more sense, right? Just okay, well, okay, just to give it that vibe, because I think first person makes a lot of sense in a parkour game because most of the coolest videos are first person. Like the video that let's go like 90 whatever million views from the STORROR is the POV, right?
First person
So that's
POV.
always like catching the attention. But,
Yeah.
so I think definitely it needs to have some sort of that, but overdoing it is yeah. I think it is all about the balance, really.
Yeah, for sure. If I take this down a little bit, will I be able to do a fucking reverse fold? Is it? Oh. Yeah. So 01, what we want to add, right, is more like purpose driven stuff. So like when you vote, you can tell yourself to vote and then stick on the rail, so that you might want to balance, right? Because at the moment, if you vote, you just your momentum is just the key decider in everything you want to do, right? If you're moving at speed when you do a thing, you're going off the wall, right? There's no two ways about that. Ooh, sorry. But you might want to get to a point where when you vote, you want to stick on the thing or do whatever, which is quite important, I guess, in this. Okay, yeah, so it's height. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah. So you can sort of do it now, but I think it's really techie. Like it's very hard. Yeah, no, near impossible inside that thing. Probably not even possible. Eesh. I need to add a check for that thing. Yeah, you can't really like stop your momentum, right? Whereas in real life, you can like jump and stick, right? But like when you add precisions and stuff like that, then you can be like climb up and then stop. Um, Guns, can you see my stream? See, that is a bit of a yeah. Dado, can you see my stream?
Yeah, 40 seconds delay, but yeah, I can see.
Oh yeah, no. Basically, I was thinking like, do you want to maybe look at adding some more like, because one thing I just don't think we have enough of, right, is just like straight vaults, like back to back, like because there's a lot of height changes, a lot of level changes, right? And they all look good, but they're kind of like isolated vault instances. But one thing that looks really nice is just chaining vaults back to back. Um, like this area here is quite fun to play around in because you can just like find different angles to do a lot of like moves back to back. Like, oh, that was actually pretty. That was sick. Yeah, so you can go like a speed step into a thing. I don't know, like if we can maybe make an area where we go straight from one into another, like maybe space these out a little more or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see. But like,
Just
you're not talking in terms of code. You're talking in terms of.
no, not in code. Yeah, no, not in terms of code. No, in terms of like level design. Just so like we have more yeah, just more because one of the most fun things I remember when I was playing was just trying to chain like 7 or 8 speed steps in a row, and it just looks really cool, like as well.
Yeah. I think like I had in the build somehow it just chosen the like the temporary blocky level that we did like a couple of weeks ago, right? And then so it started with that, and yes, I could get a lot of volts in chain, but it just felt pointless. So I think the difficulty with that is like making all those volts chain in an architecture that makes sense. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
100%.
necessarily easy.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking from like a fun perspective because like playing this, one of the most fun things is just like having a nice area where you can just like do a couple different vault combinations just like around, and they're all on. It's all on flat ground, right? Because that's when we know the vaults are really nice. But like it's just quite. It's quite like here. I've spent just 10 minutes just doing all the different vaults.
But it isn't just a matter of doing it. That is something that some did that possibly unintentionally that just It's somehow a masterpiece of
Yeah, it's
game
just so hard
design,
to.
and he didn't even know that.
Don't even know.
Like
Yeah.
every time I try to change or tweak this level, this stuff, it just feels rubbish compared to his stuff. I don't know, like because I was thinking, like, well, we just have to put 2 or 3 of these things here.
Yeah, but it
Of
just
this
doesn't look
thing.
right. Then it kills elsewhere. Yeah, it just doesn't fit.
It just doesn't work. It's just like it's sort of like planned it so carefully that like anything more or less, it just feels awkward. That is my problem with that. I mean, we need to ask him to do more, of course.
Yeah, basically be like, hey, can you do more vault
Yeah.
stuff? Like make a level really good for vaulting on the flat ground, and then maybe leave him to do it. Because then
Yeah,
that'll probably
no,
work.
yeah. I think that is the thing because he has got that natural balance of things that, yeah, it's
Yeah, I just think it could play into the strengths of what we know works really well, nicer.
yes, exactly, yeah.
Because I think some really nice clips would be of you guys just like vaulting back to back. Because like that is just a cool, like yeah, that's always just something really cool to see.
Having said that, I think it also helps if you're completely agnostic of the gameplay tech and what works and what it doesn't, because that has forced us to fix stuff that maybe we would have been a little bit more complacent from, like say, oh yeah, just move the cube a little bit more there
More,
because
yeah,
it doesn't work well in this situation. So like affronting this thing, which is like it looks a very simple geometry, but it's a lot more complex than it looks
no,
gameplay
definitely,
wise.
100%, 100%.
So I think that helped us like refining the experience because yeah, it's still a very good um a very good architectural looking level, but he helped us fix the rest of
Coverage.
the but we will never fix if we just move cubes around,
We
I
just
think.
move cubes around, yeah, for sure, 100%. Can I fucking climb up onto this thing, please? Oh, this is gonna be sus. I knew I shouldn't have run. Mother trucker, dude. No, 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 no. Man, I messed up. No, 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 please stay on. No. Listen up. This wall here seems sus.
Oh, it would be cool to do to walk up to that wall for all the zigzaggy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, is this meant to? Is it meant to be here? This looks a bit just randomly placed.
You know what I was thinking is that
It's just like such a random, and it's like close to this, but not. It's just like a very randomly located wall. I feel like it's meant to be
yeah,
there. I think maybe think Gunspin. I don't know, and it's yeah, I don't know. It's very sus looking wall. This one.
yeah, it's very sus. I think like that is certainly not some style.
Yeah, Guns def was broken. Guns is broken something.
Yeah, I think that was guns.
Plays quite well though. To be fair, actually plays alright. It's actually quite fun to just run around. Um, Yeah, I mean, for me, the only thing I want to do more is just vault more, like get nice vaults. That's the only thing, because like there's a lot of vaults with height changes, which like it works fine, but it just doesn't look as good as the vaults without them. And that is the one thing I'm like, knowing how good those look. That's the only thing I'm like yearning for.
Yeah, exactly.
Like stuff like that. I mean, that's flawless, right? That fucking jump over the thing. There's something else I wanted to fix. There was underneath the bridge, the climbing underneath here. Something's going wrong. Don't wanna find no more. Keep you where I belong. This bridge is evil. And yeah, and we also need to adjust some of the heights of stuff, because some walls are just an awkward height where it's resulting in more climb ups than vaults, which is really annoying. Like after a while, like it rarely does a vault, and it always results to climb up. It's like some you just can't reverse vault on. Whereas I look at them like you should be able to reverse vault, but it's because of the coverage we have. We don't have reverse vaulting on a fairly high wall. Which like there's a balance, right, between like, oh, you should be able to.
I think it's the opposite. You can reverse vault a little bit higher than the mocap, but you cannot reverse vault lower than the mocap.
But the balance is like something like this, right? Looking at it as a player, you're like, why can't I reverse vault that? I should be able to reverse vault it, right? But the scale is like, it's done so that the limit we have, I never get a reverse vault. I just literally never get it.
Why, I see. Oh, yeah, but that is just a matter of putting that wall a little bit down, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but there's quite a few places where that's the case, right?
Yeah,
like those bars at the start, I had to take them down so you can actually do all the different vaults on them. Because cat pass, we got loads. Like cat passes, you never really have that issue because we have so much coverage for them. I mean, even in this was just too high. We can't really. Yeah, so there you go. So cat pass, you don't really have, and it kind of makes sense. You just have to move a bit quicker, right, if you want to get over this wall. So then you actually get access to them, which makes total sense. But you just can't reverse for it. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there are two hard limits on the vaults, right? One is a vault cannot be more than 125 times the height they vault, right?
Yeah, the scale.
But I think the other subtle one is you can never vault below the mocap vault height. So if the mocap is 1 meter vault for the hand, the animation will never play if you have a 80 centimeter wall, like ever.
Thing was that I found a balance, right, where you can actually get that. Like a negative scale can, if like you just have to limit it more than the positive. So like an additive scale, right, where you're making it go higher up, you have way more room for error than a negative. Because like a 0.95 scale, the vault will actually look near perfect, I think.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
But like a 1 point, but then like a 0.8, it might look shit compared to whereas a 1.2 will look fine. It's like it's a weird, like, because scaling down can, like, beyond a certain point will negatively impact the, like, it'll just start to look, the motion itself will just change. But like, scaling up more is alright. I found that with the wall pops, like I can, like to the run ups, I really can't scale down by a lot because then it's like it tries to the one where you reach, for example. If you try and reach for a wall that's lower than the actual height of the hand reaching, it looks just completely stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like the problem that I had it was for the vault, because we are like timing the thing perfectly. You know, we time the climax of the gravity, we time the takeoff, the landing, blah blah, right? Like if you have a negative gravity, it really like somehow it really screws up everything. But I agree, like possibly a 5% leeway. I think it's okay.
Because what I'm finding now is that it's climbing up too much. Like it's because how we revert if you don't vault, you climb up, right?
Yeah.
And more, I'm getting more climb ups than vaults. Not
Yeah.
for
No
lack of
way.
input, but just for lack of the way it is. So like something like this, I should be able to cat pass, right? Like there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to cat pass this wall, but I'd never get one. I always just get a wall pop. Like it's really rare to find one like that. You know what I mean? I'm always wall popping it, which is really, really like.
Oh, I see. I think that. Yeah, I think that is something that we can fix. I think I have an idea why that's working, but it's not working.
And then under the, I also there's a part of me under the bridge here. It's picking up on the, because obviously now we use the same find ledge. It picks up this. Why is it randomly pausing? What the fuck? When I do underneath here, it picks up these underpoints here of the staircase, which is very highly sus. It wasn't doing that before. Like that.
I think I know what you mean.
When you see my screen, you'll be able to see. Let me actually check out the collisions on this.
So on that one, right?
Picking up this.
Oh yeah, I think I know what I mean. On that one, there are a couple of things. I've changed the find the ledge algorithm, like I think over the weekend, and because I had so many cases in which it was wrongly detecting like something on the near the floor rather than near the edge of where you are. Like basically around your torso height is where most of the stuff are happening, right? Like for the votes of the climb, right? It's very rarely something happens at ankle height, right, or knee height, right? Because it's just like it's just like most of the geometry is most of the interesting geometry is not there. So what I did is I changed the trace going from top to bottom rather than bottom to top like we had before, and that fixed a lot of issues. Like that was the single most important change that made the play a lot more fluid. It's just like he was able to get the votes most of the times, and it just made everything a million times better. The downside of that is there are edge cases where starting from the top gets the wrong top. like for example, below that staircase it really gets the wrong top, but that is an edge case that I'm not really worried about in the long run, because I know that we can adjust for that.
No, I know what you mean. Because I think that is the one issue, right? These kind of gaps, will create problems. Like you won't probably have as much problem in it ever. You also get an issue like it's like here, this lip or something like this. I'm pretty sure it picks up this floor. This lip here, I'm almost certain it's getting picked up. Yeah, it is getting picked up. So all staircases have an issue now. Like you can step up on a stair, but like I actually know, you know what, I can fix that pretty easily. But the thing is, it's a weird. So like here, I don't know if you'll see in like 30 seconds or so. Whenever I get to the top of a staircase, it steps up onto it.
Oh, yeah, it's the yeah. I saw
Now
that,
I don't
yeah.
necessarily want to be like, don't step up, because I could be on a staircase and want to climb up to the side of it, right? Like I could be on here and be like, I want to climb up onto this thing, right? And which is fine, but yeah, that is sus. I mean, let me just, will adjusting this do anything? If I take this higher, will that do anything? I don't know. Might not. No, it still picks it up. Let me draw what it's picking up, because I have a feeling it's actually picking up this edge behind it. That's my feeling. That's what I think. That's what I think. I got to turn my light on, guys. One sec. Let's just draw the brush. Yeah. Yeah, world.
Yeah, no, man, it's guns eyeballing everything.
So I think if we draw this, if I draw it, I anticipate it's gonna get not that outline, but the inner line. Because I think what we might have to do for this build is just add a check. Because the staircase thing is one thing, but then the one underneath is a different scenario. They do. Unreal does have a grid stuff. So yeah, see that should never get picked up. That's fine. That's not fine. Oh, it's because it's also offset. See, that's offset off the ground. Yeah, but I mean that should still not really get picked up. Yeah, like these ones on the floor. that, it shouldn't detect that as a ledge. Like that is quite, yeah. That's a dangerous one too, because I anticipate it might actually climb back. It doesn't. Might just add an additional. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's that gap there. Gap between stairs. Yeah, then yeah, it's this motherfucking thing here. This line here. It's just such weird geometry. Why? What? The fact it's picking up. But like a line trace down shouldn't detect that though.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, why? Because I do 2-line trace, like, want to check if, once you get that point, if there is something else that occludes that, I won't do it. So,
Because what I was gonna add is like, is there something that occludes the path? Because I added
yeah, I've added that code. Yeah, that code is already there.
Let me okay. Hmm. From the root to the hip. Got some food as well. Carving. Oof. Glass cup.
What? What the hell is going on there? Oh, there is a road. There is a jump that makes things go weird. Oh, damn, that is annoying. Uh, it's annoying. It's annoying. What the hell did it go? Where am I?
Curiosity, if I do that, I just
Oh,
keep
wow. Really?
rogue behavior, right? We're not actually gonna keep that. Yeah, okay, still does. Very sus. So we could do.
What is the normal that is recently? They
Yeah,
what is
actually, that's a
the
good
surface
point.
they make contact with? Like, is that the vertical or the horizontal?
It seems to be.
Oh, I'm gonna sec. Oh, that makes sense in a way, right? No, it doesn't.
No, because it should always be from the character position, right? To the thing of that. Like, it should. So the dot, it's hitting on the vertical because the trace is down, right? Yeah, because it's the down vector, so it has to. Hmm. We say if there's a blocking hit, first hit distance is equal to. There's a blocking hit is equal to. Is the only if the it doesn't ever exit them. So if there's a blocking hit, the distance between that and the outward trace. What's the outward trace? I'm guessing that's just. Okay, plus the impact normal. Okay, so just like one, which is just up, right? So distance from that to the point of contact, basically.
I'm gonna grab some food. A couple of minutes. I'm gonna check this stuff in.
Hey Tom, thank you for joining. Never pick that up.
Yeah, I'm pushing the build. Well, I'm building the build. And it's actually working. Couple of minor things, but it's working.
Yeah, the top-down approach is a bit causing. Then it's picking up. Why is it? It's picking up the bottom of that ledge. The bottom there is where it's picking it up. What the? Okay, that's an issue with. But it should pick this up first. Because now it's saying, okay, so that's the next thing we need to fix. We need to. So it doesn't do that, but then the problem is, it picks up on the floor. Like it should never get the floor, right? I think what the issue is. Yeah, but
Yeah, this game, yeah, is gonna have a story mode component. Yeah, it's very early days, but we always wanted to have a story.
there's when it's finding the ledges on the floor, that's a recipe for disaster. So we need to make sure the ledge it's found, because it just shoots down, right? It takes the last one, so it just shoots down to the ground. Um, there we go. Nice, yeah, because now underneath here, it picks up the right. So now if we look at actually where the red, let me kill these traces. We look at where the red sphere is ticking on, it actually picks the right thing. So now that red sphere is our edge. Something like this, yeah, that's not going to do because it has no plant point. I think that's the whole aim. It's the main aim of the game. Picking up. Oh, let me kill that.
No, the original pitch of the game it was open world multiplayer. Well, it was a sandbox multiplayer game, right? So that is still the plan. Now it won't be, I think, quite some time. Quite some time. Well, if ever, you know, MMORPG, right? MMORPG, but what the hell?
Oh, that's quite techie. Because to fit through this gap, it can't. It can do, but it can't.
What is that? Not much open world. It's a closed world. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's still very hard to tell. Because the things like I always say that complex things like they are a lot simpler, and simple things that are more complex than you think. So it's quite early days, but yeah.
There will be strides, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That wasn't. Okay, my screen, not David's screen. Yes. David, did you remove the check for this quiz?
Yeah, I've killed the squeezes.
Is that
Whoa.
is that checked in dev?
No, I'm gonna do a check-in in a second with different IK stuff and different.
No problem.
So Dada, this trace manageable thing, I made some changes here. Like, do you want to just discuss it real quick? So
Yeah.
basically, this thing here, this oh, let me share my screen in Discord. Hold on.
Yeah, otherwise it's a bit madness.
You see my screen?
Let's see, Discord. No, Discord, don't do that. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So this first hit distance here, I get what you're doing in the sense of this seems to be causing. This is not doing this. Like, this is not this hit isn't firing when you get in between a gap between the two things. So basically, when you're underneath, at one point it doesn't continue. It counts the distance from the root position to whatever, as not like being hit, and then the line trace down. Then previously it was just this, then return would then set everything up, and then it would fire a hit and then do all the stuff. I just basically said now, it's quite brutal. Like, quite, if anywhere between your character and the hit point you hit, right? So it's not like a straight, like easy straight to target. Anywhere from the root to thing, you have a hit.
Yeah.
Just continue.
Yes, but I think the reason why it wasn't like that originally, the reason why I changed it, it was sometimes the floating point accuracy will let you detect the same ledge that you hit, right? But is it working nicely now?
Yeah, it works really well now. That behavior is gone. Like, I don't climb under stairs anymore, and I can still. That happens because the the gap in the roof is not bad. If I do it over here,
Yeah.
it doesn't detect the step anymore.
Yeah. So when you go into the angle, right? Why do your capsules shrink so much in that angle?
Capsule.
Like, what have you got now that can shrink the capsule? What function do we have?
The capsule shrink.
Yeah, like if you go there, right?
It's not. Oh, that's not the capsule shrinking. That's the hand IK trying to do something crazy. Because it's what's it called? It's a really awkward. Like, you're like going straight there, because you're like, when you do it inside the wall, it picks one that you're meant to be going into it, but it's like I'm inside the wall. My hands are inside the wall when they start, right? And they pull out and back to get on top of the wall behind you. It's quite a techie one to have, because I don't know if any hand IK, no matter how strict, will solve the problem of
Yeah.
See, that is another. That's that. What I wanted to eliminate, that whole bail check crap.
Like,
what the fuck is that gap in the? What the fuck? Did I move this? I don't think I did.
yeah, I think you moved it before.
Did I? Or maybe I did. Oh, there you go. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, as long as you don't check in the level, I think it should be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna check in any level changes. Yeah.
You can destroy it. Not for 010, of course, but actually maybe for this week of fixing 010, after we give it to the people. Do you think like we should have a filter which we actually have, right? like the angle of impact. Like if you are on a very shallow angle, it should never, or wide, I don't know which way it is, but like if you're basically parallel to the wall, you shouldn't be able to climb up, right?
I have that already. I
You
added
have
that. I'm
that,
pretty
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I added that. Okay, yeah, you know what? I can add that in a bit actually. Let me, because I agree, because it always looks shit. I'll be honest with you, like, and it really kills the IK. Like the IK looks fine. Like
Yeah,
here, like
exactly. Yeah.
that's flawless, right? That IK there, that's all
Yeah.
good. The vaults, all that stuff there, all good. The second I come at like a sharp angle, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, fuck. Of course, it looks okay. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, there. It just starts to go a bit crazy because again, it's one of those ones where in real life, you're just, oh yeah, like theoretically, I need to not be on the edge of the wall, but be on the almost on the other side of the wall. Like I need to hug the wall a bit rather than but I guess
Oh,
your
David,
angle of
no, I
entry.
think that the test that you did, yeah, that was the problem that I was having. Like, can you go yeah, there, right? If you see yeah, can you go close to a wall? No. Okay, yeah. Look at, you see the blue text, it's flickering. That is where the floating point accuracy gets in. And it should be really a solid test, right? That should always return that wall,
Yeah,
but
because
it's
I
not.
see it. I see it jittering now.
Yeah, that was the thing that I had. I had that code in order to fix that jittering. Right. So I think what's happening is that we just need to have a smaller ratio, really, a smaller. Like if you go back to that code and add. Oh, sorry, a bigger. What is the yeah, that one? Like, can we do it? So basically, here, what I do is if like I trace that line trace, okay. If
Hmm.
if it gets the exact point, okay, then there
That's
is
valid, right?
nothing in between, okay.
Given plus
If
or
it
minus
gets,
like a little bit, right? Yeah.
yeah, if it gets a shorter distance, it means that there is something in between because it got something, you know, in there, right? So
Yeah.
can you make that either bigger or smaller?
I think smaller, right? Because like when there's
Yeah,
theoretically when it equals zero or like because like bigger, I think it'd be like it allows for more.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
yeah,
now it doesn't have
exactly.
any weird. Yeah, and let me see here.
But try to
Yeah,
see if that
yeah.
if that still create an issue.
Okay, yeah, it's not. Okay, we can maybe even have it even slightly smaller, but slightly bigger or whatever. Oh, that's because of the annoying the capsule being too high. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
add a. I'm gonna add a bit of the angle of entry filter so that it doesn't detect anything at really sharp angle.
Oh, one thing that I needed to mention is that I removed the velocity filter, not the weight, for the climb ups because, well, for the advanced locomotion, because I because when I revert back from jump to vault, I always wanted to be sure that in the worst case scenario you do a shitty climb up, right? So I leave a note, a comment in the code. I don't know if you saw it, but I think
I might have
that helps
re-reverted it
the
back.
coverage stuff.
I might have re-reverted that back though because I was getting a very the my matching on the climb up was really shit. Like in terms of like I was getting animations I just do not want to have.
Ah, okay.
But I made it a bit more lenient, so hopefully now you don't actually that shouldn't be an
Okay.
issue. Because
Yeah, as long
now I've
as
not had it.
you can revert with the thing.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. So I remember because what I was getting is I was getting it. It would like if even if I was moving at speed, it would pick the really slow walking one, and it was like a killer for. And I was doing less of the cool cat pass climb one, and more of like a walk, and step up one. But now I'm running around here. I haven't had an issue not being able to like. If anything, I'm wall popping too much, right? Like, when
Yeah,
I'm trying to vault.
okay. Okay, that's good then. Well, I mean, it's
Yeah, like there,
I mean,
I
that
triggered a
is the
reverse vault.
coverage of.
Yeah,
It's
so
quite
there I did
interesting
it.
that, like, we have we have a billion cap passes, but for some reason the coverage for the climb ups seems to be a lot more solid.
I think it's because there's just more range. Because my scale is quite. Because I also have my scale. I do 0.2 down and then 0.25 up, so 25% greater and 20% less. And that I found my climb ups look decent. But with the vaults, there's probably less like room for error in that sense. And especially with so like vaults like this, I can't reverse vault stuff like this. So probably need to You can cat pass it easily. But yeah, it's pretty techy to reverse vault.
Yeah, well, it almost makes sense the fact that that one. Can you get in the stream the number of the animation? Why does it run
it's
infinitely?
Yeah, okay, I've had that a couple times actually. Let me look at it.
Can you tell me in the stream which
I'll
is?
tell you now. I think literally stream's they're about to see it. Oh, the fucking thing is the quality sucks. Let me go 1020p. Oh, here we go. Number it's cap bar 1723 17237. Drew Jim
1-7?
17237 Drew Jim 1A.
1-7. And that would be Gun's fault. Possibly not Gun's fault. So it's 17237, right?
Yeah.
The hell is going on there?
Okay, and then what I.
Oh, that's all good actually. Damn. Well, let's just say it's Gun's fault.
Yeah. So yeah, so there's that one that caused a bit of a nightmare, and then one of the last fix. Really, in terms of issues that I'm having, if once I add that angle of entry, let me make a note. Sorry. So the fix that I got to do.
That one is actually a very cool cap pass, to be honest.
Well, I don't know why I have a needle just there. So angle of entry.
The thing that worries me about the angle of entry is that there is a balance between the AK being a little bit shit and the annoyance of getting stuck.
Yeah,
That is the thing.
Because I also find as well, like sometimes it looks okay. Like that's the thing. Like it's not like there, right? I mean, see, it's always whenever I want to find reasons to get rid of something, it starts to behave well. It's like there was actually quite nice, right? So like
That
for
was
some
very
animations, and then there it's just pure shit, right? Like you can get just at the wrong angle on the wrong thingy, the wrong mirror, the wrong animation, and it looks terrible. But it can sometimes be just fine. Um, and I guess for me it's the uncertainty the uncertainty of that is what is, I don't know if it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe having some like very obvious angles, like like 85 degrees, right? It's just like, right, okay, right. That is stupid, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. I think something like that is very sus. High sus.
Yeah, that one is just stupid, right?
Yeah, that's stupid, right? Yeah.
I mean, it depends if it detects the front ledge or the side. Like it's probably that is legit, but it doesn't know that the wall is that thin.
That thin, yeah. No,
Can you make it like all the way up?
should be able to. The white and the color
This
scheme is
corner is gonna be tricky, man.
for
I
who?
don't
Not
know.
for me. I'm too good with
No.
it. Oh, we're about to encounter a problem. My capsule's not gonna fit. No, no.
Oh, fail, big fail. You know here what we need? One of those,
Crawl.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be like the squeezing thing. It's gonna be another um again, but yeah, I think I can't wait till we have all these working with motion matching, right? Like the balancing, like
Yeah.
because obviously we have them now. We're using the anim state, but I just state machines are just evil. I don't like them. They just
No, state
it's
machine are
just
so 80s.
yeah, so easy. So yeah, I think if we once we get the trait system really working well, right, then I think like with enough coverage. But like the issue is like we can then add staircases, squeezes, ship, all those different ones. But the key thing with that is you need like the same coverage that we have for this walking shit, right? Like, which is can be quite tricky
Yeah.
to.
But like to be honest, right? With a good mock-up session, that
You can
coverage
get that.
there that we got for the walking and running and sprinting, Drew made it in half an hour. Like
Yeah,
ironically, we got a lot more coverage of the band. Well, not a lot more, but you know, in context, we got pretty much the same coverage. Yeah.
you know what I think it needs to be. We need to just be like, are you on the ground, right, or are you off of the air? Because I think one of the issues is because here because like so basically one of the issues is it's the slope stuff, right?
Mm.
Because when it's on a slope, theoretically the z of this is actually greater than the minimum step height, right? But because it's a further distance away, it's like, oh well. But so when I get close, it won't ever do it. But then when I actually try to, it'll yeah, like the staircase, it has a real problem because it will just yeah, it
But
will actually.
that could be an easy fix, right? Like, can we detect, right, that uh like the if we trace down from our current position and no, one sec, what is the check? Oh yeah, if we trace down our current position, if we hit the same object, then we are on a slope. Could be.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
No, I mean,
It's gonna.
sorry. If we, why we just don't have a normal check? What is the normal of that hit?
It's just gonna be up. It's the normal.
It's gonna
That's
be
not
up.
the. it's the issue is because we have the dot product one, but the issue is we need to check the, because I think the way you said it might be correct, right? We need to check that the object that I'm trying to climb, I'm climbing on a separate object to what I want to climb on. So like I can't ever, because the issue is you should never detect the floor, right?
Yeah.
But on a slope it does. So the only issue is here. That point there, I'm on a staircase. Don't detect the staircase, but I just don't know if that is more like, I don't know if that's robust enough to be like, because then we could be on an object.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
need to
climb
test
and
it crazy, like those
yeah.
things. Yeah.
If I fault that, if I cat pass that, sorry.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
is sus as well, right?
Highly,
Because that,
highly, yeah.
But I know why it's happening, because it doesn't get the. No, actually, no, that's BS. That should be stopped by what?
No, it's cause it detects this ledge, this edge here. But no, it's detected this fucker. What the fuck? Hold on, highly sus. Why is it
I
detected?
do must say, guns eyeballing everything is not really great help.
Oh, it's detecting this.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, but that is still part of the same. Can we quickly add David, a code in the a check in the find ledge? We don't necessarily want to actually. Do you want to check in everything, and then I don't want to try this simple test here. That, by the way, that needs to be a single object, because that is. I told Gans already that, like, playing with multiple meshes to define what it should be a convex volume is asking for disaster.
Like what it is this gap here, isn't it? It's this little bit here is actually theoretically it's a ledge, right? Like it's actually not wrong.
Yeah. No. Our code is never wrong. Yeah.
And then we start running on a slope and it's still the same. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's another. Let me make a note of that. So, ledge detection on stairs and slopes. Other than that, like obviously I want to keep improving the IK over the week. But
Yeah.
for the backers, right? No social media push and whatnot. But just for the backers, so that we can get some feedback and figure out what is really broken still, because I think we need.
Nothing really. I mean, even these small things for the backers. I mean, if I had to make a build now, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we can fix that angle of entry and then the ledge detection stuff, I think we can give it to the backers.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna grab some food, David. And,
yeah, same. Yeah.
What time are you going to the gym? Like 6?
Yeah, I'll go to gym around 6. We can do one this evening. Let's do a late night one.
No, yeah, I mean, we definitely do the build this evening. So I'm gonna be back in half an hour. If you wanna fix, I can have a look about fixing the stairs things. I want to have that check. So
and then I'll do the angle of entry.
Try the angle of entry, and then we call it final. And then tonight we stream, we build, and we play with the backers, I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay, right. But okay. Oh, we're ready.
Almost there.
Ready.
Cool.
Let's
All right,
do
let's
that.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay, gonna grab
I'm
some
gonna.
food, guys.
When you come back from grabbing food, I'm gonna check in all my changes.
Yeah.
Obviously, still gonna work on the rigs and stuff, but I think for now they behave a lot better than what we have previously. They don't do most of the animation actually pretty good. We need obviously to go through all the vaults and everything, make sure the curves and everything, blah blah blah, and the climb ups, whatever. But for now, they all play alright. So I'm gonna check in all my changes, and then I've made a note on these two things, and then yeah, we can go from there. I'm gonna check in my changes to the trace manager as well. So, yeah, if you want to grab them too.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
Nice
Then.
one. All right, guys. I'll catch you in a little bit.
See you in a bit. All right, guys. God to me. Let's check in. IK plus trace. Let's check this into that. These two. Jump into dev. Cool, my stuff's checked in. All right, so yeah, if you didn't hear what we just said, I think hopefully guys will hear what we talk about. Might have a little side for you tonight then. All right, cool. I'm gonna grab some food. Cheers for watching. That was a good, almost 3 hour stream. We'll go stream again tonight. I'm gonna grab some food. I'm gonna keep working, but I'm not gonna stream. Because now that I've done 99.99999, the next one just has to be 100. So the 100 stream will be tonight. Yeah. So if you're around tonight, probably around 8, 9, 10 p.m. will be the 100 stream, and might have a little release for you. So we'll see. Sweet guys, I shall catch you in a bit.